So for the 954sports.com high school basketball game of the week, yours truly headed to Boca Raton for a Saturday night special. It was boys hoops at Katz Yeshiva High School of South Florida. The hometown Storm at 7-6 taking on the visiting Rams of David Posnack. Jewish Day in Davie. They came into the contest for the Saturday night specials. I'm deeming it 2 up and 6 down. I'm Matt Levine welcoming you to the 954sports.com YouTube channel. Thank you folks for checking it out. Please hit like and please do go ahead and subscribe. And of course, I'll thank you again. While I'm giving out thanks, let me thank the athletic director, Miss Chris Rufo at the Katz Yeshiva High School of South Florida for welcoming 954sports.com. It was a pleasure covering the hometown Storm and the visiting Rams. So without further ado, let's show you the basketball highlights from Boca Raton and show you how it went down last night. Great crowd on hand, including, yes, man's best friend. How about that? To check out the Storm and Rams. These two teams squared off back on December 12th, familiar opponents. And it was all Cats winning, 57-43. We'd see if the Rams could exact some revenge on the road as road warriors last night. It took about a minute and change to get the first bucket in this game. It happened for the hometown Storm. Batish, this is Ike Batish, cleaning the glass with the rebound, feeding Jonathan Levy. He would bury the deuce. The Storm off and running. They'd start at 9-2, and Noah Mammon had a great night. The captain, the senior, three-pointer, corner pocket, buries it. We'll talk more about him. We'll actually talk to him as one of the post-game guests. No, I'm not giving you a spoiler alert. Let's continue on with the highlights, right? Posnack, though, they would battle back. This is Asher Tahor getting the 2 off some great ball movement and a nice look from Aby Bonkowski. But throughout the first half, the Storm, they just would not relent. Mammon with another three-pointer. Steph Curry range, dial it up from deep downtown. The bonus ball would help the Storm lead 23-7 after 1. So they were off and running. You'd figure maybe the visiting Rams and their head coach, a gentleman named Marquise Kiffin, had a chance to meet him, really nice guy, would be able to make some adjustments, right? Call some audibles, start hitting some shots, and we'd have to see what shook out, I should say, in the second half. Let's do that. You knew it wouldn't be an easy task to shut down the Storm. And this is Levy with another great shot. 3 field goals in the first half. He'd make it 26-12 again with a nice bucket. Of course, you know, when there's good offense, there's always good defense. One usually feeds the other, vice versa, either way. And that's what you got here. Brendan Lasco with the stop. Not in our house, not on this night, not in the first half. Nicely done on defense. By the end of the first half, Cats, a commanding 36-14 lead, looking good. Second half, much like after the first quarter, we'd see if Coach Kiffin and his troops could make some adjustments to stop Adam Lieberman, also a gentleman, had the opportunity, and it was a pleasure to meet him last night. He had his Katz Yeshiva High School of South Florida Storm Squad surgeon. Just can abuse that pun over and over again. It fits like a glove, right? Second half gets going. This is Avi Aharoni. What you'd say in the old days, the bank is open. Banks it in with a beautiful three-pointer from downtown. And just like that, Cats They are off and running. They would build up a big lead in the third quarter. I use the word relent. They would not relent throughout the third quarter. And I counted here 8 passes. This is around the horn, what you call fundamental basketball. Find the open man, earn the 3, which they did. Adi Rothenstein would bury it. That's great basketball right there. Katz continuing to pour it on in the second half. In the fourth, Posnack, well, they'd battle. There's a beautiful drive going coast to coast. Pablo Sagranichny with the basket. But in the end, just too much of the storm. It was their night. No doubt about that. Or in Berkeley, a game-sealing 3. How do you do? And victory was at hand last night. Congratulations to Katz Yeshiva High School of South Florida. They get the victory 64-29. They improved to 8-6. Posnack gave it all they could last night. With the loss, they fall to 2-7, 0-2 against Katz this season. Afterward, I had a chance to catch up with 3 different ball players on the victorious Katz Yeshiva High School of South Florida squad and talk to 3 members and get their thoughts on the victory for the Storm. Each of them definitely talked about wanting to get some home cooking on that home court last night and make it happen on their turf. Also, they talked about what went into last night's victory and how sweet it was. So let's take a look and listen.
The only reason why we won tonight was because we got after it from the jump. We beat them last time. We weren't letting them come in, beat us in our own home court. It just wasn't going to happen, and we came together as a team to get that win.
It's been a good, hard-fought win. You know, our senior captain played amazing, hitting 5 threes. We all played great.
Big win, hard-fought. We came in there last time, beat them on their home court. We weren't going to let them do the same to us, so we came out with a hard-fought win.
And fine young men, great basketball played last night. They should be proud of that victory. And there you heard it from the 3 members of Katz Yeshiva High School, of course, highlighted by the captain, Noah Mammon, right? 5 threes, 24 points. So hats off again for the dub last night. They'll be back at it, Katz. They'll play on the 14th versus Village Academy. Posnack will try to rebound as they'll hoop it up Monday night at Trinity Christian Academy. I'll have more of the high school basketball game of the week coming at you this week, to be determined. Until then, I hope you certainly enjoyed this week's boys high school basketball game of the week. Again, congratulations to the boys basketball team at Katz Yeshiva High School of South Florida for their victory over Posnack. I'm Matt Levine saying so long for 954sports.com and the high school basketball game of the week.